Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm so glad you're joining me. Today we're making a 5 easy step card, and we're actually going to make 2, I think. If we have enough time, we're going to make 2 because the first one's pretty easy. We're going to jump in, get started right away with step number 1. We're going to create our focal point. My focal point today is using a die set from Spellbinders. It's the Crafty Tools die set. I wanted some paintbrushes, and this has some fabulous paintbrushes in there. All things crafty. But we're going to grab the paintbrush. There's a little paint drip for the top of the brush. You have the bristles and then the base. And we're going to cut out 2 paintbrushes. Let me grab some cardstock. We're just going to make a neutral paintbrush, so I have some brown cardstock. I'm going to create 2 paintbrushes, so we'll cut this out twice. And then I have the base of the brush here. I'm going to cut out with my silver mirror cardstock. And then we have the bristles that I'm going to cut out with my fog cardstock, some gray cardstock. And then for the tip of the paintbrush, I'm thinking we'll go yellow, and we'll have a little piece of yellow here. We'll go yellow, and then I want another color, but I'm not sure what. Maybe an orange. Let me trim down a little piece of orange here. And we'll trim it. I'm going to trim down the paint that's at the tip here with orange cardstock too. So I will do that, and we're going to make 2 paintbrushes as our focal point. I already did 1 paintbrush. Very easy to make. And I'm going to share with you how I made it. We're just going to bring in our glue, and all I do is add some glue to the upper portion of the paintbrush, and then we can add this little piece here, and then we can add our bristles. What's nice is it's the whole piece. So you just line it up until it matches. That's all there is to that. You see the back, it's all one piece. Makes it really easy. And then to add the paint, you just put a little glue at the top, and then you can add the paint right here at the top. And we have 2 paintbrushes that have a little paint on them. Okay, these are my focal point. We're going to move along to step number 2 and create our home panel. My home panel is where we're going to bring in this die set from Spellbinders. It's the labels and icons. This is actually the collaboration between Spellbinders and Simple Stories. And actually both of these sets are. I love sets like this. We're going to use this heart, and I love polka dot. 3 hearts to create our home panel, and what I love is that this is great on its own and this is great on its own, but they're great stacked together. I'm going to bring in some colored cardstock, and we're going to attach 3 of these together to create a home panel. So I'm going to die cut out my polka dot, with each of these colors, and then I need some white cardstock for the background. I'll die cut out 3 hearts with white cardstock also. Now all I have to do is attach my polka dot to my background, and it leaves me a little bit of a white border, kind of framing it. But how cool is this? Let me bring in an acrylic block to help weigh that down while I do the rest. Okay, now to make this my home panel, we're going to stack these together just using some glue. We are going to add a little glue here, and we're going to stack it here. And then I'm going to take this heart, and we're going to add a little glue in this corner, and we're going to tack this here. So once these are all attached, this is going to be my home panel. I am going to flip this over, and we're going to put foam tape behind here. And then we're going to put this next to our focal point. And now we're going to work on step number 3, which is creating our sentiment. For our sentiment today, we're going to use a stamp set that I've had in my stash for a while. This is the Typewriter Adventure. And We're going to be using the Typewriter Adventure Sentiments. I chose this one because this is a variety of sentiments that go with lots of things. Like if you have a card with the sun on it, you have Hello Sunshine. If you have a card with clouds, you have The Sky's the Limit. This one has Happy Birthday, Thinking of You, all the plain stuff, but it also has Painted Smiles. It has You Color Me Happy, Colorful Wishes, and I think that goes with my card today and the paintbrushes. So I think we are gonna stamp You Color Me Happy. I broke out my stamping positioner because for some reason I get heavy-handed with sentiment strips. I don't know why that is, but I do. Lovely. Okay, so now we have our greeting. Now I'm going to take my greeting, and then I have a rectangle die that we're going to use to cut out You Color Me Happy. Just center it, and I will run this through my die cut machine. And that's my greeting. I'm going to flip this over and put some foam squares behind here. And our greeting is all done. Now we're going to move along to step number 4, which is creating our background. We're going to make a quick and easy background. I thought watercoloring would go great with our background today. So I'm using my Canson XL watercolor cardstock. What I did was just trim down an A2 panel. This is great watercolor cardstock. The only thing is it's an off-white. It's more of like an alabaster cardstock. You could definitely see the color difference. But for today, I think that's going to work to my advantage. So I trimmed down an A2 panel. We're using, to create our watercolor look, we're going to create with Distress Oxide Inks. And I chose colors that coordinated with my home panel. So I have Ripe Persimmon, Twisted Citron, and Peacock Feathers. I was going to use the Spiced Marmalade, but I think it might be a little bit too light. Okay? Now I'm going to take my home panel and put it on my card base as a reference. And what we're going to do is start by taking my orange ink, which is Ripe Persimmon, and I'm going to add a little color over here in this section. Okay? Now, I'm doing it intentionally up in this corner. If I flip it over and I put it over the heart, it should cover the heart. Okay? My next color will be Peacock Feathers, and you see the teal heart under here. I want to make sure to get ink in this section. So I'm going to flip this over and add ink over here. And then you can flip it over once more and just double check and make sure that those colors go over that section. And then lastly, we're going to go over this corner here, right here, my Twisted Citron, and I'm going to add it to the bottom area here. There we go. And then I'm just going to double check it that if I flip it over, those colors are overlapping on those hearts. Okay? Oops. I'm going to put this to the side. Now I'm going to bring in my water bottle. This is just regular water, and it's actually a really nice container from Spellbinders. It's continuous, so you push it once and it continues to spray. I actually have 3 of these. One for micellar water that I use to clean my stamps, and then I also have one for alcohol to clean my my stencils actually. So let's go ahead and spray some water over this. Okay, I'm just spraying enough to where all the harsh edges kind of go away, and then I'm going to take my watercolor cardstock and I'm going to layer it right over that stencil. Give it a good press. What I can do is actually flip it over like so, and then I can clean off my work surface here. And I'm going to actually tap this off. I'm going to give this a second to dry. Okay. Now I'm going to lift up my stencil. You want to lift it up carefully. Okay, and then I'm going to take my towel and I'm just going to lightly tap away any areas that are muddy. And then these should match here. Okay, I'm going to use my heat gun and dry this just for... And that is all there is to that. It's pretty easy to do and super fun. And you can do this with any stencil that you have. Okay, we're going to bring in our card base. And I'm actually going to take this panel. This is an A2 panel. I'm going to trim it to 4 inches by 5 1/4. So when I trim it, I want to take a little bit off the right and a little bit off the left, just to keep that pattern. And then I will take 1/4 inch off the bottom, and we're going to layer it on the front of our A2 card base. Just going to use my tape runner for this. And that's our background. Now what we can do is take our home panel and we're going to layer it on our background. I'm going to put it right in the center. And then we have our focal point, which is, oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. I had a little piece, I had a little fabric fray from my ink pad that landed here, so I have a little blue down here. But I think rather than redoing it, I'm just going to roll with it, since it is watercolor. Maybe we can cover it up. We're going to just crisscross our paintbrushes here. And then I crisscross them, and then I'm going to add a little glue behind here. And we're going to try and cover up that blue spot here. We'll add these. Okay, now we're going to add our greeting. Now moving along to step number 5, it's time to embellish. And I'm using my Spectrum AB gems. And we're just going to add some shine here in the background. And then lastly, I'm bringing in my Spellbinders glazing glue. And I'm going to add some glaze over my paintbrush here. And that will finish that card. Okay, well, I mentioned we're going to make another card. It's going to be just as easy. So let me go ahead and grab the supplies for that. Okay, for my next card, we're using the same die set, but this time we're using one of the little icons, the heart one. I cut it out with 4 different colors of cardstock. I have a yellow, an orange, a pink, and a teal. And what I had did was die cut out a piece of pop-up foam. And we are going to layer that heart on the pop-up foam. And then we're going to switch places on the inside of our little icon and add a different color heart with a different color background. I guess I'm in a heart mood today. Okay, so these are all popped up now. This is going to be my focal point. That's all done. Now for my home panel, we'll put these to the side. We're bringing in another die set. This is from Spellbinders. It's called the Memory Frames. I'm going to use the photo frame in here, and I'm going to die cut this out twice with pop-up foam, and I'm also going to die cut this out with white cardstock. Now I'm going to take my photo frame, and I did bring in a piece of acetate. I'm just going to add a little glue behind here. And then we're going to put the acetate behind our photo frame. So now we have acetate behind here. Now I'm going to take each of my elements and we're going to arrange them on the front here. I kind of don't, I'm making sure that 2 colors aren't together. So now we have our home panel and stamp our sentiment. We're going to bring back the same stamp set that we used for card number 1. And I thought we would stamp Colorful Wishes. I'm going to use my black ink, and I'm going to add Colorful Wishes down here in the bottom corner. I guess my backup was not needed. I stamped pretty good here. Okay, after we have this done, I'm going to flip this around, and we're going to add our foam right behind the back here. And that is all there is to this. We're going to put this to the side and finish this in just a minute. We're going to work on step number 4, which is creating our background. Okay, for this background, we're going to use 4 inks. So I have Peacock Feathers, Ripe Persimmon, Mustard Seed, and I brought in Pick Raspberry too. So these 2 are new, and I just took out my green ink. This card, rather than going in the 3 sections, we're going to go at a diagonal, starting off with the pink. We're just going to create some stripes here and go in a pattern. So you see the diagonal that we have? All we have to do is add water. Spray some water on there. And then I'm going to take my panel. Now this is a 4" by 5 1/4 panel of my watercolor cardstock. And we're going to press this down. I'm actually going to flip it over. Wipe off the top here. Let that soak in. Ooh, that mustard seed is really mustardy. Okay, and then I'm going to lift up my stencil, and then we're going to just tap off any excess. And that's our background. We actually have enough to do another panel. Let's do another panel. Let me show you. Just add more water, and then we can go ahead and just add another panel here. Give it a press. Could do 2 for 1. Maybe that yellow was a little bit too harsh. My mustard seed's a little bit. So you could do another background. How cool is that? 2 for 1 backgrounds. Okay, this is nice and dry. We're going to use the tape runner, and we're going to adhere this to the front of our card base, making sure our hearts are right side up. And then we have this piece that goes to our photo frame. I'm going to take this and place it, let's see, making sure it's centered. We're going to place this on the front of our card. Now we're going to go in with step number 5, which means it's time to embellish. I'm going to bring in some twine. I have some Lawn Fawn twine. This one is cantaloupe. And I'm just going to tie a bow around my shaker on the bottom. Okay, I'm going to use my tape runner, and I'm going to go over my twine. That's the best thing about the Spellbinders tape runner. Okay, I can go directly over that twine. And then so I have glue around the top, and I use my tape runner over that twine and on the bottom. I'm going to fill my shaker with some flat iridescent stars. I think I got these from Hero Arts. I'm not sure where I got these, but if I can find something similar, I'll link it down below. But these are have like an iridescent tint to them. Okay, just putting it in that middle section. And then all we have to do is take the front part, our home panel actually, and we're going to just stick it down right over the top. I'm going to let that grab a little bit. And that's all and with the twine and the inside of the shaker element, that's all we're going to do to embellish. That finished off my second card. Some fun watercolored background cards for my 5 easy step card projects today. Hope this gives you a little bit of inspiration. Have a wonderful day, and thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.